I haven't seen the pass rush in Pittsburgh like I've seen it in previous years. They brought back James Harrison to give them something. Jarvis Jones hasn't gotten it done. They just had a man retire who didn't want to play football. They need to get a pass rusher. Perhaps Bud Dupree, maybe Shane Ray would look good in Pittsburgh, but they got to get the pass rush back to where it was. I don't care who you put in the secondary.
They need some secondary help, though, John. You got Byron Jones, Connecticut. You got Demarius Randall, Arizona State. Landon Collins, safety, Alabama. Jalen Collins from LSU. But you're right, Bud Dupree. You got Jarvis Jones to stay healthy on the other side, but Bud Dupree at this point would become a nice pick for the Steelers. Getting that pass rush, you got to beat Flacco. You got to beat Dalton to win out in that division.
Yeah, it's strange talking about the Steelers and having so many defensive needs. They need them on all three levels. They need it on the outside. They need Ryan Shazier to really develop on the inside at linebacker now. They need help on the corner. They need help at safety, and they need leadership. I mean, where's the leadership going to come from the defense? And look, you're not counting on a young rookie to do it, but they need people to step in here right now and assume the mantle, not just on the football field, but in the locker room as well, and show a great deal of professionalism in order to get this defense back to where it used to be.
Well, I mean, it's a Steeler team that can move the ball in the air. Has been through 6 touchdowns every other week, right? Antonio Brown, what was he, a third-round pick, Mel? I mean, all the catches and the yards that he had. I mean, they got no problem scoring. They just need to make the defense upper half. Upper half. Here's the pick by the Pittsburgh Steelers, champs of the AFC North.
With the 22nd pick in the 2015 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Bud Dupree, linebacker, Kentucky.
This young man has some measurables, Chris. I mean, he showed up at the combine, 270 pounds. He could jump right out of the gym. He played at the University of Kentucky. Here's the team captain, 6'4", 270 pounds. These are rare measurables that I saw at Indianapolis. I like the way he competes. He even played better 2 years ago. I've seen him set the edge in a 3-4 defense. They can line him up inside as they did a couple years ago. He has position versatility. Keith Butler, the new defensive coordinator, has to be happy that Bud Dupree fell this far down the board, Mel. Hard to find a young man with this type of strength, speed, and power.
Great basketball player in high school, honor roll student. He said he wears number 2. He wore number 2 because I'm trying to be number 1. But I'm working like I'm number 2. You got to like that attitude. You got to like that approach of Alvin Bud Dupree.
Yeah, great physical measurables. It was probably to his detriment that they used him so many different ways and just didn't allow him to really develop as a pass rusher. Dropped him in the coverage a lot, which really doesn't suit his skills. They're going to have to get him in Pittsburgh, and the number one thing that they need is pass rush from them outside backers. They're going to have to make sure they get him going that way because he still needs to develop that part of his football game in order for him to be someone who lives up to all the measurables that he does have working for him.
You put that hat on at Steeler, and already if you're a defensive player, your mouth waters, doesn't it? If you know anything about the history, that's for sure. So Bud Dupree, a Steeler. The Denver Broncos have just traded up with Detroit. We'll get the tails of the trade. We'll get their pick. The Broncos. Terrible towel being waved. And the Broncos are now on the clock here in Chicago. We'll be back.